This is a book called Giant's Bread by Mary Westmacott. My mother received a copy of it in 1930, signed by Mary Westmacott herself. What nobody knew at that time was that Mary Westmacott didn't exist and that her real name was Agatha Christie. She created for herself a nom de plume through which she could let off literary steam. She called herself Mary Westmacott, an amalgamation between her own second name of Mary and Westmacott, which she gleaned from a family tree. One of the most satisfying Mary Westmacotts, written in 1944, was Absent in the Spring, a little book written about a middle-aged woman who goes off on a trip to visit her daughter, finds herself isolated somewhere near Baghdad, and re-examining her relationship with her husband and the rest of her family. Like many other Mary Westmacotts, this book received excellent reviews and was indeed one of Nima's favourite books. And who better to tell us a little more about this part of her life than Nima herself?
What I wanted to do was naturally to write something now other than a detective story. It was a book I'd always wanted to write. It had been quite clear in my mind. A picture of a woman with a very clear image of herself. Then, when she was all alone, the whole of her life, little by little, would be told through her thoughts. It was going to be technically difficult to do the way I wanted it. That is to say, lightly, colloquially, but with that growing feeling of tension, of uneasiness, the sort of feeling one has, everyone has, I think, sometimes, of who am I? What am I like, really? What do all the people I love think of me? Do they think of me what I think they do? After I had written the first chapter in a white heat, I proceeded to write the last chapter, because I knew then so clearly just where I was going in the end, that I felt I must get it down on paper. I wrote that book in 3 days flat. I don't think I've ever been so tired. I fell in my bed. As far as I remember, I slept more or less for 24 hours straight through. It is that book that I am most pleased with having written. That is the greatest, proudest joy an author can have.